I will be the topper of my life. Sigma rule. Let me tell you a short story. There was a boy in a small town who was always average in school. He was never the topper in class. He never stood first in sports. He wasn't the most popular kid. Teachers barely remembered his name, but one day he looked in the mirror and said to himself, I may not be the topper of my school, but I will be the topper of my life. That boy stopped comparing his journey with others. He set his own standards. He created his own exam, the exam of life, and every single day he started winning small battles. Years later, when people looked at him, they didn't see the same boy they once ignored. They saw someone who had built himself, step by step, into a leader, a success story, and a person of influence. That's the Sigma rule we're going to talk about today. I will be the topper of my life, and let me tell you, this video is made for you, not for your friend, not for your neighbor, not for your cousin, for you, because somewhere inside you, I know you've had that same thought. You're tired of competing in someone else's race. You want to design your own race, run it your way, and win it on your terms. Today, on Knowledge Hub Factory, we're going to go on a journey together. I'm going to show you how to understand the real meaning behind being a topper of your life, how to break free from society's false scoreboard, how to crush the fears, doubts, and limitations holding you back, and finally, how to create a daily action plan that turns your dreams into reality. So stay with me till the end, because this conversation could be the moment your life takes a completely new direction. Let's begin. Understanding the meaning. Most people think topper means standing first in school, getting the highest grades, or having the biggest salary. But that's not true. The real topper, that's the person who lives life on their terms, the one who's in control of their mind, their habits, and their goals. Someone who looks back at the end of the day and says, I'm proud of who I'm becoming. Why is this important? Because life is not a single exam. Life is a series of tests, and most of them are not written on paper. They are tests of patience, resilience, discipline, and courage. Think about it. You could be the highest scorer in school but still fail in relationships, health, or self-respect. You could earn millions but still be a failure in happiness. Being the topper of your life means you balance all areas: personal growth, emotional strength, financial freedom, relationships, and purpose. Steve Jobs was not a school topper. In fact, he dropped out of college, but he topped his life by creating revolutionary products, following his passion, and leaving a legacy. Malala Yousafzai wasn't the first in her class, but she became the topper of her life by standing up for education and inspiring millions around the world. So here's the truth: you don't need to be first in their race. You need to be first in your race. And this is where the Sigma rule mindset comes in. Sigma people don't try to fit in. They don't live by someone else's definition of success. They set their own rules. They master their own game. So, if you've ever felt like you're not enough because you weren't first in something, remember this: your real competition is who you were yesterday. Common struggles and misconceptions now. Let's talk about the biggest traps people fall into when trying to become successful. First is the comparison trap. We look at others, their grades, their jobs, their social media, and think they are ahead of us, but you only see the highlights, not the struggles behind their success. Second is the I'm not smart enough myth. People think only naturally talented or genius people can be toppers. Wrong. Consistency beats talent when talent doesn't. Work hard. Third is the fear of starting late. Many people give up because they think it's too late for them. But Colonel Sanders started KFC at 65. Vera Wong became a fashion designer at 40. Fourth is waiting for perfect conditions. Some people keep waiting for the right time. The truth: the right time never comes. You start where you are with what you have. I know you've faced failures. I know you've been told you can't make it. Maybe you've been rejected, laughed at, underestimated. But listen, that's exactly why this message is for you. Because every great topper of life has been where you are right now. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for TV. Today, she's one of the most influential people in media. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter was published. They didn't give up because of what society said. They became toppers of their life. Practical steps to become the topper of your life. Step 1. Define your own success. Write down exactly what topper means to you. Is it financial freedom, health, peace of mind, helping others? Step 2. Build a morning routine. Successful people win the morning, and the morning wins the day. Even 30 minutes of intentional work on yourself daily can change your life. Step 3. Learn relentlessly. Sigma mindset means constant self-education. Read, listen, watch, but apply what you learn. Step 4. Protect your energy. Cut out negativity, whether it's toxic people, bad habits, or distracting environments. Step 5. Take small, consistent action. Don't wait for big moments. Take small steps daily. 1% better every day leads to massive change in a year. Step 6. Track your wins. Keep a journal of daily achievements. Seeing progress will keep you motivated. Step 7. Celebrate your journey. Don't wait till the end to feel happy. Celebrate every small milestone. If you're learning a new skill, don't wait until you master it to feel proud. Be proud every time you improve, even a little. You've just learned that being the topper of your life is not about a grade, a medal, or a title. It's about you deciding that your life is worth living at the highest level possible on your terms. Remember this. You don't need permission to start. You don't need anyone's approval to grow. You don't have to beat them. You have to beat yesterday's you. From this moment, stop measuring your life with someone else's ruler. Pick up your own ruler, set your own exams, and pass them with pride. The boy in the story I told you at the start, he stopped chasing their race and became the topper of his life. You know what? That boy could be you. So go out there, live with purpose, and write your own victory story. Going deeper into the Sigma rule mindset, when we say I will be the topper of my life, it's not just a motivational quote, it's a declaration, a contract between you and yourself. Most people don't understand that the reason they feel unfulfilled is because they're still trying to win someone else's game. Don't think about it. From childhood, we're told who to compete with, what to achieve, and how success is measured. First in class, best in sports, best in looks, best in income. But here's the truth. Life is not a 100-meter race where everyone runs on the same track. Life is more like a mountain range, and each person has their own mountain to climb. The Sigma mindset is about finding your mountain and climbing it without caring how fast others are climbing theirs. The invisible pressure that destroys potential everywhere you go. There's an invisible scoreboard. It's in school grades, it's in careers, salaries, it's in society, how expensive your car is, how big your house is, how many followers you have. And here's the dangerous thing. That scoreboard is often based on other people's values, not yours. Example. Imagine you love painting. You could spend hours creating art and feel fulfilled. The society's scoreboard might not reward you unless you sell your paintings for millions. So you start to feel like your passion is less valuable and you quit. That's why so many talented, passionate, intelligent people never reach their full potential, because they're playing a game that was never designed for them. Being the topper of your life means you create your own scoreboard. If peace of mind is your priority, you measure success by how calm and joyful your days are. If financial freedom is your goal, you measure progress by the steps you take toward building that freedom. Why Sigma rule thinkers never follow the crowd. Sigma personalities aren't antisocial, they're just selective. They understand that being around the wrong people can slow you down more than any personal weakness. They choose friends who inspire them, not those who drain them. They don't show off to gain approval, because they know approval is temporary but self-respect is permanent. A topper of life is a leader, even if they're leading themselves. Story example. There's a man named David Goggins, a former US Navy SEAL. He wasn't fit, wasn't athletic, and struggled with poverty and but one day, he decided to create his own mental scoreboard. His only competition became yesterday's version of himself. He trained until he could run ultramarathons, complete multiple elite military trainings, and inspire millions. That's the Sigma way. Stop running their race and master your own. The power of micro-victories is the truth. People overestimate what they can do in a day, but underestimate what they can do in a year. If you truly want to be the topper of your life, stop looking for giant leaps and start collecting micro-victories. Waking up 30 minutes earlier to work on yourself, that's a win. Saying no to one unhealthy habit, that's a win. Reading 5 pages of a good book, that's a win. Speaking up once in a meeting when you would have stayed silent, that's a win. Each micro-victory is like a brick. One brick won't build a castle, but if you place one brick every single day, you will eventually build a fortress of success. The Sigma mindset focuses on these small wins relentlessly. Facing the storms. Why failure?